Okay, well, apparently we're live. Marty's having issues with his mic on his computer. Hopefully he can get that fixed. But in the meantime, Motorsports 360 is back in your life. I don't know if there's anyone in the chat actually watching right now, but if there is, hello to all of you at home. Hope you've had a pretty good week. I know it's been a busy one for me down in Florida with the hurricane and everything. But we're safe and sound, and we're ready to roll this week on the show. And um, yeah, so I don't really have anything pulled up because I didn't know this was about to happen, but maybe I can find something. And for whatever reason, Jake and Cody aren't here, and Marty isn't here to explain why. Let me just go ahead and pull up my NASCAR mobile app to see if there's any news on there. So I'm just gonna keep talking a little bit of gibberish right now until okay, well now there's two of Marty in the chat or in the chat room.
One Marty and one eye.
Oh, well now there's like 10 Martys.
My goodness, that's scary.
If there's any small children, I would suggest you leave now.
Get my speakers fixed, make sure they're all working properly.
Oh,
It should be.
I just forgot what I
So
was
anyway, hope you all have had a good Thursday so far. What sucks is we didn't even know that I didn't even know there was an ARCA race tonight.
I didn't either. Wait.
Yeah, I'm stuck doing this. Michael, can you say something real quick?
Bananas.
For Pete's sakes, I cannot hear you again. Let me get my headphones on.
You can't hear me?
This is ridiculous. Having technical difficulties at the end of the show.
Is there anyone in the chat? Why don't I just pull up the chat? Hold on a second. I don't know if I can, though. I don't know if I can see if there's anyone in the chat. Hold on a second, everyone. If we can't fix this, then I guess there's no show tonight. I don't know. And if
All right,
there's
hang on a second.
I'm going to say that I'm picking for Bell.
Say something, please.
Say something.
I cannot hear you again. Why?
Say
Just
something.
let's still like do this for the next 7 minutes. I'm just canceling this show this week. This is ridiculous.
We could like try and fix this and then try and go live again. Of course you can't even hear me.
Hang on, let me figure this out. I'm getting so mad over this. Say something now. I gotta be. I have to hear you now, please.
Something.
Good. Hallelujah.
Wait, so you can hear? Wait, can you hear me? Like.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Reels?
Yes, I can. Yes, reels. All right, now I can finally get all the headlines set up here because, well, not the headlines, the recaps, because of these technical difficulties. Whoops, hang on a second.
There's going to be multiple of us this evening, apparently.
Yeah, so it's just Michael and I today. So, yeah, let's get on to the show. Let's start things off with the race recaps. We start things off with the Cup Series race at Richmond, the final race of the regular season. We already knew who was going to be the regular season champion, MTJ Marin Truex Jr. Alrighty, the Buffalo internet is slow today. All right, here we go. Alrighty, so we start things off on lap 36 where Landon Casso had an incident in turn 1. He'd be done for the day. And then lap 82 would be Smoke. I believe it's coming out of the 95. I'm not too sure about that. But lap 100 was the conclusion of stage 1. You topped for that were him, Kyle Larson, and a great finish. Clint Boyer 3rd, Matt Kenseth 4th, Martin Truex Jr. 5th, Joey Logano 6th, Eric Jones 7th, Kevin Harvick 8th, Chase Elliott ninth, and Kurt Busch is 10th. Lap 200 would be the stage 2 conclusion. Your top 10 for that would be Martin Truex Jr., followed by Matt Kenseth in second, Eric Jones third, Joey Logano fourth, Brad Keselowski fifth, Kyle Larson sixth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. seventh, Kurt Busch eighth, Ryan Newman ninth, and him 10th. Then it got wild. Lap 257, Austin Dillon and Danica Patrick collide in turn 2. And then we have pit stops. And during that section of pit stops, an ambulance stopped right at the entrance to pit road and damaged the cars of Matt Kenseth and Clint Bowyer. Both of them would be done not both of them. Kenseth would be done for the day. A very, very tough break for him, even though he did make the playoffs. Martin Truex Jr. had the lead and the win in the bag. All right, Elijah, I'll get you in here, buddy. But anyway, 4 laps to go, and then the caution flag comes out. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. The caution comes out for the 15. I believe it was for Derek Cope and not Reed Sorensen in turn 4. And that set up the final round of pit stops. Kyle Larson has a 10.7 second pit stop. And to take the lead and get the win. The final lap, Martin Truex Jr. The final lap, he crashed in turn 1. Very, very heartbreaking situation for him. Having a great day, would have finished in the 2nd position or maybe even 3rd, but got taken out by Truex, unfortunately. However, Truex would have finished in the 20th position. In the race, Kyle Larson wins, Joey Logano 2nd, Ryan Newman 3rd, Kurt Busch 4th, Denny Hamlin 5th, Eric Jones 6th, Daniel Suarez 7th, Jimmy Johnson 8th, him 9th, and Chase Elliott 10th. Alrighty. We'll get to the Xfinity Series, which I did not watch any of. I was watching college football. Anyway, let's load this stuff up. By the way, right now, in case you have just joined, is the ARCA race. And I am trying to get Elijah into the call as well. Oh, yeah, I should mention real quick. While we were waiting, let's recap predictions. Michael, who had the lead?
Don't talk to me. No, stop. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, boy.
I thought I couldn't feel any worse. Man, oh, man. I don't want to talk about it, dude. I will say, though, on Friday night, the Xfinity race, Brad Keselowski had probably one of the best burnouts I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Elijah, I just sent the link to you on Hangouts. But anyway, we got the... I
think a tree just fell on the house.
Wow, really? Anyway, we start things off with the Stage 1 conclusion. Your top 10 for that. We're Ty Dillon, and I hear Elijah Gordon. Hello, sir.
Finally, the Green Hedgehog has come back to Motorsports 360.
He's back in our lives.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I thought that you sent an invite, but I wasn't paying attention to my Hangouts. But oh well.
All right, your top 10.
Marty,
Ty Dillon.
Marty, I gotta go. A tree hit my house.
Oh, it did, really?
Yes.
Are you serious? Holy cow.
Oh.
All right. This is I can officially say this is the weirdest Motorsports 360 we've ever done.
I can agree with that.
Thank goodness you came in the nick of time, by the way.
Yeah. I don't want you to carry on the show by yourself. So.
Yes, absolutely. So, Stage 1, your top 10. Ty Dillon gets the win. By the way, Michael, we're thinking about you once again. Second place is Christopher Bell. Third, Brendan Gaughan. Fourth, Daniel Hemrick. Fifth, Brad Keselowski. Sixth, him. Seventh, Cole Custer. Eighth, Dale Jr. Ninth, Austin Dillon. And 10th, Justin Allgaier. Then in Stage 2, your top 10. Brad Keselowski followed by him. Daniel Hemrick third. Ty Dillon fourth. Dale Jr. fifth. Justin Allgaier sixth. Elliott Sadler 7th. Austin Dillon 8th. William Byron 9th. And Christopher Bell is 20th. At the end of the day, Brad Keselowski gets the win. Him would finish second. Ty Dillon third. Daniel Hemrick fourth. Elliott Sadler fifth. Christopher Bell sixth. William Byron seventh. Justin Allgaier eighth. Dale Jr. ninth. And Brennan Poole rounds out the top 10. Alrighty. So let's get to the headlines. Man, this is such a weird show tonight.
It is. It is.
Alrighty. So anyway, what's the first headline? Yes. So big silly season news coming out this the past few days. First off, it was announced that Smithfield will be leaving Richard Petty Motorsports to go over to Stewart-Haas Racing, and because of that, Danica Patrick will not be returned to Stewart-Haas Racing next season. And Eric Almirola will not be returned to Richard Petty Motorsports either after this season. So it could mean that Almirola goes to Stewart-Haas next season.
Yeah.
Some other big silly season news is that the 77 team will not be returning to 2018. But Bernie Visser, the owner of Furniture Rail Racing, did not say that it would be a permanent closure. Let's see, what else do we have here? NASCAR Heat 2 came out on Tuesday. My goodness, that was so much fun to play. Some Xfinity Series silly season news. Tyler Reddick will be going to Junior Motorsports next season to drive a full-time ride, most likely the number 9, joining Michael Arnett, Elliott Sadler, and Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, I was thinking he would drive the 9.
Mm-hmm. All right, continuing on, we got some big IndyCar news to report. 2 big stories that came out within the past week. Zach Veach will be driving the number 26 for Andretti Autosport next season, replacing Takuma Sato, as Sato will be going over to Ray Hall Lemon Lanigan Racing to field a second full-time car for next season. And Spencer Piggott, who's been driving the 20 part-time in the road course races, will be going full-time with Ed Carpenter Racing in 2018, replacing J.R. Hildebrand in the 21. For Hildebrand, though, let me see what's going to happen with him. Let's see if there's anything on Hildebrand. I don't see anything on J.R. at the moment. Let me see. Do I still have anything? Nope. I'm not too sure, by the way, who's going to be the part-time driver for the 20, but we'll just have to see. Alrighty. Now we get back to discussion time. Let me get my rundown loaded up here.
All right.
So while we're waiting, I'm going to announce something big in the fantasy plans here. I'm having some problems real quick with Microsoft Word. I don't know what's going on. Let me try it again. I hope I don't mess anything up.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Or we may have something. We may have something here. Come on, Word, load up.
Load. We don't have all.
So Elijah, how's your day going?
My day has gone extremely good. Extremely good.
Nice, buddy. Nice.
But I do feel my upper body feels a little bit tense and a little bit sore from weight training. So
I did a workout today.
yeah, it was
Nice. My voice is tired because yesterday I did called some soccer games, and the women's team won 13-0, while the men's team won 21-0.
it's nice, nice.
Yeah. All right, let's get to now. We get to discussion time. Got a few questions tonight. So Elijah, is Kyle Larson's pit crew the number one pit crew now to watch out for heading into the playoffs?
You know, it's kind of a hard question to answer. I mean, because you not only have Kyle Larson's pit crew that's been kind of number one these past few weeks, but you also have guys like Truex and Kyle Busch that have their crews probably up there along with Larson. So, I mean, do I think that Larson could probably have the number one pit crew out there? Most certainly. Most certainly.
All right. I mean, with a 10.6-second pit stop, 4 tires and gas.
That's impressive.
Yes.
Almost down into the 9-second bracket. I mean, that's like probably like one of the fastest 4-tire stops I've ever seen.
Yeah, me too. Alrighty. The next question for you. What were your thoughts on the ambulance at pit road?
If you watched my reactions, you probably wouldn't know what my reaction was. I was literally freaking out. I was literally raging. I was saying, "What the heck are those guys on?" But you know, it was kind of, I say it was kind of dumb on the ambulance driver's part, where they didn't answer to the call that the tower was actually giving those ambulance guys. So to have the ambulance just stop like in the middle of the entrance of pit road, and then have all the other drivers like swerve around, and then eventually have some of their days get screwed, you know, that's kind of stupid on the ambulance part.
Guys.
And Michael's back.
Hey, you okay, buddy?
Look.
Oh my.
A second.
Oh my gosh.
What's the app? What is that in your house?
That's the looks like the tree.
I know, but where in the house is it? Like what room? We're still waiting for him to unmute his mic, but as you were saying, keep going, Elijah.
Well, the ambulance, yeah, but to add on to that, you know, just the ambulance probably should not have been there in the first place.
Do you believe me if I told you that it didn't hit the house? It just clipped the corner of the roof.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
clipped it. There's barely any damage.
That's a positive.
Lucky. That is a very lucky side.
There's the trunk.
Like, did it just recently fall down?
Let's continue.
All right.
Oh, you got answered. All right. I think it's a stop at the entrance of pit road. They should have known opening up the eye line, like the highest part of the, so that
Uh-oh. I think we're frozen. That is not good. That is not good at all. That is not good. Not good at all. Huh. It was something. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. Oh well. Now we got another Marty.
Okay, I gave birth. Alrighty. Sorry about that. My internet died for a moment. But anyway, Elijah, did you hear my question or no?
You might have to repeat it.
Did you approve of the Cup Series finish?
The Cup Series finished at Richmond.
Yes.
I will say this. What happened on that overtime finish, it's just a racing deal. Hamlin and Truex were literally just going at it for second. Hamlin, I think he said the front end bottomed out. I think that's what he said. And then wasn't able to turn and then hit Truex.
Yeah.
And then Truex was sideways and then nosed it into the wall. I mean, that's just racing. I mean, like, Truex thinks that's not the way to race. Who cares? Who cares what his opinion is?
Yeah.
It's just a racing deal. You just let it go and move on to the next one.
I'll tell you guys what, it's a flipping miracle that thing didn't hit the house.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
I can be focused now. What questions did I miss?
Alrighty. Let's give you your boot camp. Is Larson's pit crew the #1 pit crew on the Cup Series right now?
Well, the fact that they gave him a 10.5 second pit stop to get him first off of pit road, I would have to agree with that statement.
All right. Thoughts on the ambulance at pit road?
He should be fired, whoever the driver was. NASCAR needs to use their head next time and.
Whoa! Stop car! He's around. Whoa! Took out someone. Took out Sheldon Creed.
Oh gosh.
28.
So I guess.
Sorry, I'm watching the.
We can't do predictions for this race, right? I'm watching, but.
No, we can't.
Okay.
We cannot do predictions for this race.
Okay.
That was funny. Just like.
Welcome to Arca.
It's like Michael's answering the question. Marty's like, whoa.
Yeah, you interrupted me.
Sorry, Michael. Go ahead. Keep going.
I'm just messing with you. Anyways, yeah, the ambulance driver should be fired, and NASCAR needs to use their head and not open pit road when you have safety vehicles coming onto the entrance of pit road. I mean, we already know how tight Richmond is, especially at that entrance and with how many commitment line violations we've had in the past. I think it was good that they didn't hand out any commitment line penalties on that pit stop, but they should have done a 5-minute clock. They should have had or Clint go into the garage, replace their stuff, and then let them keep their positions, because that was just, or put them at the back of the field or something, because that just wasn't fair. I mean, that could have ruined Matt's chances for making the playoffs. I know it certainly ruined Clint's. And before that, the guys who had to win to move on were putting on a heck of a show. They were all in the top 8, top 7 the entire night. I was having so much fun watching that race, and then that dumb ambulance driver.
Alrighty. Oh yeah. Was the cup finish approvable to you?
Well,
There's two. I mean, he could say yes or no because we all know why.
Yeah. I would say, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm biased because I picked Truex, and that screwed me out of first place in the points. So
Speaking of,
I can't believe that happened. I just can't believe it. But
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that happened either, to be honest.
yeah, I know, Marty. Just don't talk. Don't talk.
No, I'm
Don't talk.
serious. I can't believe that didn't
Don't
even
talk.
happen.
No, don't talk to me. All right. I was actually legitimately mad about that. I don't know if you could tell, but
You should have heard it in the chat we have.
my gosh, no, don't bring it up.
I'm not gonna show. I'm not gonna show it up. That's our
I
private
just
stuff.
know that I was not very happy.
Yeah.
Anyways, I've
hang on.
never liked Truex more and defended him more in my entire life. But anyways, back to the question. You could go either way in this argument. You could say NASCAR had to throw the caution. Debris flew off of. I don't even know who drove the 15. Was it Cope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Cope.
think so. Yeah.
Debris flew off of his car. It was in the high groove. No one was really up there the whole night, but I mean, he did get in the wall. He was a hazard on the track, but then again, you could say he could have gotten down on the racetrack. No debris was flying off of his car after that, and everything could have been fine. I mean, Truex is right. He probably shouldn't have been out there in the first place with how many laps down he was, like 20 or something like that. I don't even know. But I guess it's good. NASCAR got their headline story, so. And Truex is in the chase
Anyway,
and he won the point standing, so it doesn't really matter, I guess, in the grand scheme of things.
all right. This next question, I believe it's only going to be a question from Michael and I. I don't know if Elijah has it yet. Do you have the game or no?
Heat 2?
Yeah.
Not yet.
All right, Michael. What are your thoughts on NASCAR Heat 2?
Oh my gosh, what a significant time last year. I was hating on the game so much. None of it was good in my opinion, but I'll tell you what, NASCAR Heat 2, major improvement. Very nice job at 704 games. I absolutely love it. I love the stage racing and the cautions and the online. I love my career. I love that you get to start from the truck series and do the what are they called? The hot races or something like that?
Hot seat races. I just did some today. I don't know if you watched my stream, but I was battling Christopher Bell for the win on the final lap at Charlotte.
Oh yeah,
And then
Christopher Bell. I mean, the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series is in the game. We haven't had that in a decade. I've done more racing in that series. I don't think I've done more than 2 races in the Cup Series yet. The graphics are an improvement. The mechanics with using a controller is so much easier this year. Plate racing is actually doable for once. The field out. You can side draft. Like NASCAR game has never had that before. I mean, this game is absolutely incredible. I love it. I'm not gonna be able to stop playing it for months.
anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go back to what I was saying.
Could NASCAR Heat 2 sponsor us, by the way?
What?
Could NASCAR Heat 2 video game sponsor us, by the way?
I don't know. I wish.
I'd have
But
to.
going back to what I was.
Discussion time is brought by NASCAR Heat 2 video game.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, going back to what I was saying was, I was battling for the one with Christopher Bell on the final lap, and then coming off of turn 4, I drove it in way too deep. I tried to get it. I tried to make contact with him because that's the only way I could have won the race, is by banging doors with him, and I spun out and I finished 13th.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh wait.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you guys know, I'm playing NASCAR Heat 2 right now.
On the
That's
topic.
On the job, that's right. That's how laid back we are here, guys. I'm just so much of an expert that I don't even have to think. I can just spew out words and it all makes sense.
Elijah, nice meme.
Yep. Thank you.
Love NASCAR Heat 2, one of my favorite games. I'm excited to see the future updates. Hopefully they get that Cup Series trophy in by the time we get to the championship, because I don't know if they have it in or not.
I mean, right now I'm in a 5-car pack online, and no one's wrecked yet. I mean, we're all racing really nicely together. I feel like people are racing a lot more clean this year. I don't really know. And as I say that, we all pile up.
All right, so my next question for you guys is, what are your silly season plans going into 2018? Who do we see going to future rides? Michael, you can go first because you have been calling all season that Danica Patrick will not return next season, and guess what? You got it.
Oh my gosh. And we wrecked again. All right. So I think this whole deal with Smithfield going to the 10, Danica Patrick leaving Stuart Haas, and Eric Almirola leaving RPM is too obvious. Is a too obvious situation for Eric Almirola not to take over that 10-car ride. So I'm going to say that. I know that the rumors are that 77 car is not going to be funded in time, and they're going to have to get rid of it. But I'm going to say that they do get funds for it, and Matt Kenseth goes to 77. I've been saying that for a while now. I still think it's going to happen. Casey Kane, I honestly think I think I saw on Reddit a post about some Twitter thing that he had a bunch of plans set up. He was thinking about doing a bunch of races throughout the year with the Indy 500 and maybe running some Xfinity or truck races or something like that. I just don't know where Casey Kane would go at this point, unless it be the 41. But I think Kurt Busch is going to get re-signed to the 41. But am I missing anyone? I don't think I am. Oh yeah, and Danica will retire full time.
Alrighty, Elijah.
To be honest, I mean, when I first heard that Danica was no longer going to be with Stuart Haas in 2018, I kind of saw that coming. So, I mean, for me, I like Danica. I respect her. And I think it sucks that she's not going to come back to Stuart Haas in 2018. And I think it sucks that Smithfield is pulling sponsorship away from RPM after this season. And I think it sucks that Eric Almirola is not going to be with Richard Petty Motorsports at the end of this year. But, I also heard that Matt Kenseth could potentially be at the 10. He said that's not true. So where Kenseth will go is an unknown. Where Danica could go, I think maybe her best shot would either be with RCR. Somebody said that somewhere on Facebook. Or maybe with Front Row Motorsports if they can get maybe like a third car prepped up or something like that. I mean, there's an opportunity out there that could be waiting for her. So we'll just have to see what happens. As for Almirola, he could probably go to the 10 car next season. So we're a little unsure about the plans. And maybe Casey Kane could go to Levine family. I don't know. There's so many opportunities out there that these drivers that don't have plans for 2018 can at least find some opportunities for some teams to actually give these drivers some rides for next year and get them all secure, get them all ready to go for the next season. So we'll just have to see what happens later on in the future and just keep a good eye on the news.
I also forgot to mention this, Bubba to the 43, and I think it would be smart to keep Danica in this series for promotional purposes.
Yeah, because
make her like make her go into like broadcasting, be like a NASCAR analyst, and then she can say, "Boom goes the dynamite."
Yeah, I mean, one way or another, I mean, you got to keep Danica in the sport because she's been inspiring a lot of young girls to either become race car drivers, and that is definitely a good sight to see. It can draw more eyeballs into the sport. I mean, I think maybe the stats that she's made for herself throughout these past 6 years in the Cup probably are maybe a little bit better than maybe some other in the past. So I mean, without Danica, where would the sport wouldn't be? I mean, diverse wise and gender wise, it wouldn't be where it is today.
Well, unless we had Bubba, then it'd be diverse. But
well, yeah, you do bring up a good point.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the best thing to do is to put Danica in the Xfinity or the Truck Series, and maybe we can finally start getting some promotion for those series. Maybe make people start coming to those races. I don't know if that would be at all possible, but I think it would be smart.
Plus, all right, here's what I see.
Opportunity to be successful again.
All right, here's what I see. All right, so I see Almirola easily going to the 10 with the Smithfield Company. Bubba Wallace goes to the 43 for Richard Petty Motorsports. The 41, I believe that's going to go to, I think, Kenseth. I still believe he is going to retire. 41 right now. I'm thinking Casey Kane could get that at the moment. Because no way on earth Danica's going to get it. Anyone else I'm forgetting in silly season mode right now? That's free agents after the season.
Did you say anyone to the 43?
Bubba.
Bubba.
Anything else?
One. No, Paul Menard's to 21.
Well, oh, never mind. I was going to say Eric Jones, but I forgot that he's going to the 20.
He's going to the 20. 77 will not be fielded. I'm thinking Kane to the 41 if McDowell keeps his deal with the 95.
He should.
If he does not, then if McDowell does not keep his ride, Kane goes to the 95. Then McDowell, I think he could go to the 41.
In my opinion, Casey could.
But then where does this?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
But wait a second. Where does this leave out Kurt Busch? I could see Kurt Busch. He could stay at Stewart-Haas Racing. However, the Daytona 500 winner, if he doesn't get that much improvements throughout the rest of the season, I could see him maybe going. Nah, never mind. Forget about Kurt Busch. He'll get a ride.
He'll get one.
In my opinion, Casey Kane could not do any better in the 95 than Michael McDowell could. I don't really think it's that much of a upgrade for them, unless they get Hendrick support, which would be totally messing with McDowell. I mean, he'd get screwed out of another ride, and his career would be back to zero again, which would really.
I mean, one of my friends mentioned that they didn't want to see McDowell go away and get kicked out of the 95 ride. So he said he would much rather see maybe Levine family get a second car prepared, and maybe Kane could jump into that, but who knows?
Yeah, I'd like to see a second car with Kane in it.
Yeah, so I mean, because if that happens, then maybe Michael McDowell wouldn't get screwed out of the 95.
And maybe he could get Hendrick support and really finish out his career.
Yeah.
As a great driver, not just one of
not just
do good and crappy equipment, you know. He could be up in the top 20. I don't know.
Because if you put a good driver with good equipment, that's a great combination.
I mean, he was second place on the white flag at Daytona.
Yeah.
That was insane. And even
he
then,
was
finishing
close.
top 10, top 15 at some of these mile and a halves, and these 2 milers where speed is so important.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that Levine family and Michael McDowell, it's like the dream relationship come true.
It really is.
Yeah.
All right. So I have final question for discussion time. It's about Tyler Reddick. Does Tyler Reddick going to Junior Motorsports show that Cup drivers need to get out of Xfinity? Because this season, Tyler Reddick drove the 42 in the Xfinity Series, and it was only part-time. He should have deserved the full-time ride.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be going full-time ride. Does it show that Cup drivers have to get out?
Ooh, man. To be honest. Oh, were you going to say something, Michael?
No, I was saying who's going first.
Oh.
Elijah.
To be honest, I think if NASCAR is going to limit the starts, or at least do anything to get Cup drivers out, they should limit them to 3 starts. Those 3 starts should be at the plate tracks, because here's why. The playing field would be completely level and everybody has a shot to win. So if you put the Cup drivers on plate races, then their chances of winning the race are would be pretty much gone, because everybody would be on a level playing field, like I said earlier. So just trying to get them to win would be much harder. But other than that, aside from that, I think this should be a sign to say, Cup drivers, you've had your time in Xfinity and trucks. time to pack your bags and stay in the Cup Series.
Plus, there would be no Kyle Busch because he got banned from racing the plate tracks.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get banned from racing the plate tracks. He
Well-
opted out to racing the plate tracks after his Daytona injury.
I meant like Joe Gibbs and his wife forbid him from driving.
Yeah, they said no, you can't run plate races in Xfinity because we're afraid that the exact same thing is going to happen again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so did we go to you, Michael, or no?
No. I just.
All right.
I don't know. Elijah's comment was all. I've said this before. I don't really think we can completely get rid of them, but we can limit their races, and that's exactly what we've been doing. We limited their races even more for this next season coming up in 2018. Yeah. But I don't remember what the limitations are. I think it's like 5-3 or 7-5 or something like that.
Yeah, that's 7-5.
Yeah, I think that's about all we can do, really. So yeah,
I do have a good idea. Let's do this. See if you guys agree with me on this one. Every Cup driver that races in the Xfinity Series can only do one race. And in the Xfinity Series races, there can only be one Cup driver in those races. How's that?
Yeah, it levels the playing field dramatically. Because if you put like a driver, or at least maybe 5 drivers that have 5 or more years of experience, if you're an Xfinity driver, your chances of winning the race are screwed. You'd have to depend on a miracle to happen. It's because, like, for Kyle Busch, his cars are, like, the highest equipped of anybody else. Same could probably go for Logano, Keselowski, and all of them. So, maybe if you were to limit the playing field down to one Cup driver, then maybe this could even things out a little bit.
Okay. Alrighty, so now I'm going to make a big announcement regarding the fantasy standings. So, Mike, you know how I was telling you about that big thing we're doing for the playoffs regarding our fantasy standings?
No.
I
swear.
All right.
If you're, oh my gosh, Marty, I will hurt you. I will come to New York and hurt you.
All right, so here's how it's going to work.
Don't worry. Don't call the cops.
All right, so here's how this is going to work. You are going to pick the 4 drivers you think will be eliminated from round 1. If you get all those 4 drivers correct, you get 4 points. 3 drivers, 3 points. 2 drivers, 2 points, and 1 point for one driver. No points for no drivers. And you can pick the same ones if you want.
All right.
If that works, unless you guys want to do the different combo, make it fairer.
So we just have to pick the 4 drivers that we think will go out in the first round, and that's it?
Yes, that's it.
All right, well, the first round...
Let's start off with our guest first, Elijah.
Okay, so I did this on the podcast. I literally made like a custom chase grid and everything. And the 4 drivers that I had eliminated from round 1: Jamie McMurray, Austin Dillon, Casey Kane, Ricky Stenhouse.
Can you repeat that, by the way? You were lagging for a moment.
Stupid Mike.
Hey, don't call me stupid.
No, not
you. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
The microphone. I should have said microphone.
I'm a jokester.
Okay.
Michael, that was a good one.
Repeat. And microphone, don't cut out this time. The 4 drivers that I had eliminated in my chase grid from round 1: Jamie McMurray, Austin Dillon, Casey Kane, Ricky Stenhouse.
Alrighty. Michael?
No, let's go to Marty first.
No, Michael, you gotta go first because I'm in the points lead. I gotta go last.
Yeah.
We can copy though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna say the same thing. I made my chase grid the other night. I said McMurray, Dillon, Kane, and Ricky Stenhouse will be eliminated from the chase. It was really tough between Newman and Stenhouse for me because I really wanted to put Stenhouse through just because I knew if he got to that second round, he would be a serious threat at Talladega. But Ryan Newman has been so consistent lately, and he usually is so consistent when he gets into the chase. I just don't see how he couldn't be able to move on into the second round.
Okay, for me, first guy I am taking out easily, Casey Kane. Sorry, Calvin. Love you though, buddy. If you're watching. Second guy I'm taking out, Jamie McMurray. I mean, he's been a really consistent driver this season, but he doesn't have that. He only has 3 playoff points from the season, so take him off the list. It's really tough here now, because right now, I'm looking at between at the moment Matt Kenseth, Austin Dillon, Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman, Chase Tully, Ryan Blaney, Stenhouse. That's all I'm thinking of right now. I think that so I got Kenseth and I got McMurray out. He's gonna make. He's shown much of the ladder. He's gonna. It's gonna be Ryan Blaney's gonna be in. Um,
You lagged again, Marty.
I think. I think Stenhouse, a big upset. I'm going to go with a bold statement. I think he makes it in. Very close, though, via points, because I want to get down to a Talladega, see him win that race and go to the semifinals. Hamlin's going to make it in. So right now I see out of my bracket, it's down to Kurt Busch, Austin Dillon, and Matt Kenseth. I believe Matt Kenseth. Austin Dillon. I'm sorry, I don't think he's going to make it. So it's between Kurt Busch and Matt Kenseth. I'm going to go with the big spoiler right here. The Daytona big upset. The Daytona 500 champion does not make it. So eliminated for me, Casey Kane, Jamie McMurray, Austin Dillon, and Kurt Busch.
I didn't eliminate Kurt. It's the consistency thing. He's been doing so much better in the past few races leading up to the playoffs that I believe that he'll be able to continue that and be able to make it out. And there are a couple good racetracks for him coming up.
I just don't see it at him, to be honest. Alrighty. Excuse me. So now we get to the predictions. So let's recap the standings. Shout out to. Okay, there we go. So anyway, let's load up the standings. I still have the points lead. Luckily,
Yeah, we know, Marty.
6, but there's a tie for second right now between Jake and Michael. Jake gets it on the tie break for having the better finish. And Cody is 4th with 81, and 5th is the guest with 29. So it will be Elijah, Michael, then myself with predictions. And so we have many races to predict this weekend. Things started off here with Camping World Truck Series. It is at 8:30 p.m. on FS1. I believe it's the House 225. I have not seen the entry list yet. I just have that feeling though that good feeling though that him is in it. Let's take a look.
His last race was Bristol.
His final race of the season was Bristol.
Yes, it was for both series.
Hallelujah. Just hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Alrighty, so yeah, in the 51 this weekend will be Myatt Snyder. But yeah, so gentlemen, who are your picks to win this weekend? Elijah, are you back? He's not back, but look.
Okay, sorry about that. That took me
He's back. Perfect, just in time.
long while. Sorry about that.
All right. Truck race at Chicagoland, Elijah. Who wins it?
Okay. Oh, if memory serves me right. Let me get my little notebook out because that's where I write my predictions. Memory serves me right. Okay. So for Chicagoland, I picked Ben Rhodes as the driver to win.
Nice pick. It is an interesting one.
I think. Here's the reason why. The last racetrack where Ben Rhodes came so close to winning it was the 1.5 mile racetrack of Kansas.
It was Kansas. Yeah.
I think he will get his first win at a 1.5 mile track in Chicagoland.
All right. Michael.
I am also going to be going with a first-time winner, and my first-time winner is going to be Chase Briscoe. Because you think back, he lost by literally an inch to Christopher Bell at Texas Motor Speedway. Probably one of the closest finishes we've had this season, and it ended under caution, so it didn't actually count. But still, it was such a close finish. I am going to go with Chase Briscoe to win it this weekend.
All right. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to pick someone that has a win already in the Camping World Truck Series. He actually got his first win here, but this time he will win it by a performance, not by fuel mileage. I'm going to pick John Hunter Nemechek to win it tomorrow night.
That's a good pick. I can go with that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now we have for Saturday, we have the Xfinity Series race. That's at 3:30 p.m. on NBCSN, also from Chicagoland. Let me also get my entry list. I'm pretty sure him is not on there either.
No, he's not.
No,
he's not.
His last race was, like I said,
was Richmond.
Or Richmond, yeah, not Bristol, Richmond.
Yeah, thank goodness.
All right, so here are the notable entries: the Dillon brothers in the 2 and the 3. No surprise there. Daniel Suarez will enter in the 18. Eric Jones in the 20. Ryan Blaney the 22. Kyle Larson in the 42. Ben Kenny the 96. Bubba Wallace in the 98. Those are your notable entries for this weekend. Elijah, who wins at Chicagoland?
I'm going to go with the veteran and say Elliott Sadler.
I believe Dylan Saylor won at the track last year.
No, I don't believe he did. He won at Kentucky last year.
That may have been, or may have been Kansas as well. I'm not too sure. But anyway, continuing on, Michael.
Oh man. Is Eric Jones in the race?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, he came close to winning it last year, if my memory serves me correctly, and then him and Ty Dillon got together, and that really put them in a bad position for the playoffs. But I'm going to go with Eric Jones. He's going to redeem himself this year and get the win. Oh, and by the way, second online race again at Talladega. This game is so much fun.
Okay, we need another helmet because usual ham is out for the season. So the other ham we're going to predict, I'm going to say, why not? I'm just going to say, I'm going to go with a bold prediction. I'm just going to say it out there. Austin Dillon wins it. I don't really care about this race, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's the Xfinity Series. So yeah, I'm just going to say Austin Dillon. Formula One race at 7:30 a.m. It's the Singapore. Elijah, you watch F1, right?
On a rare occasion, but I can still pick. I'll still pick.
Okay. What are you going to pick for this weekend's F1 race?
Sebastian Vettel.
Michael?
Well, they were in Italy, which is home for Ferrari, last week, and guess what? Lewis Hamilton was the winner, as I predicted. So you know what? This time, it is going to be Sebastian Vettel winning for Ferrari.
Alrighty. Now we get to. Oh yeah, I got to pick as well.
Pick.
I'm gonna pick Hamilton as well to win. All right, boys. Now for another big fantasy announcement. Last minute fantasy announcement. I just gotta let Cody know about this. But we are gonna do double points. Because not only are we doing the Cup Series, we're gonna do the IndyCar Series as well because it's the final race of the season. The Sonoma Grand Prix, 6:30 p.m. NBCSN. Many drivers in the hunt to win the championship right now. Let's take a look at the. By the way, you gotta pick different drivers to win, but you can pick the same champion if you want to.
Okay.
Joseph Newgarden is the current points leader with 4 wins, but 3 points behind in second after Newgarden wrecks at Watkins Glen is Scott Dixon. Third place, 538 points, Elio Castroneves. He's been in the sport for many years, has never won the Astor Cup, so you need to watch out for him this weekend as well. He could be a big upset. Simon Pagenaud, he's up there as well, 526 points. And Will Power, he's in 5th with 492 points. Those 5 drivers are in the battle for the championship. And for these guys, it is a double points weekend.
All right.
So anyway, Elijah, you can pick the same champion as well. So Elijah, pick your winner and pick your champion. And you'll get 1 extra point if you do pick the champion correctly.
Okay. So, let me go over to the points. Let me see if I can look up the points for IndyCar. And I'll see if. So come back to me, or unless you can't do that. So, because
I can't come back to you to pick first.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to do some thinking here. I'm going to have to do some thinking. All right. So you said Scott. So you said Scott Dixon was 3 points behind, right?
Yes, 3 points behind.
Okay. So here's how I think this is gonna go down. Joseph Newgarden may not have the day that he wants. He'll probably finish maybe somewhere 15th or something. So I think Scott Dixon is going to win not only the race, but the championship at the same time.
Alrighty. So you'll pick Dixon for both. Alrighty. Michael.
I gotta tell you, dude, I'm believing that Newgarden is not gonna have the day that he wants either. I just feel like that they're gonna have the car completely set up in the wrong direction. They may be able to pull out a top 5, but I feel like they're gonna be a 6th or 7th place car. I'm gonna be amazed if I actually predicted that correctly. But I'm going to give this championship to Scott Dixon, and I am also going to be giving the win to Scott Dixon.
Alrighty, boys. To give you more real quick, I gotta stand out real quick. I do have a die cast as well for this. Because why not? So the driver, real quick, I'm actually gonna unplug my head. I know you guys can still hear me. Anyway, the driver I'm going to pick to win the race is going to be Will Power. He's had some good experience at oh, that is a 12 as well. That's not a 2. Yeah. He's got some good experience. I think he's gonna win the race. However, though, Joseph Newgarden, we flash back to 2012 in his rookie year at Sonoma. Got in that race, he's had some poor results at road courses, despite the fact he's won 4 races so far this season. I believe every single one at a road course. And this guy, he is more experienced than Newgarden to win the championship. Mr. Scott Dixon, boys. Going to be wearing this jersey Sunday. Scott Dixon wins the championship, and the entire household goes nuts.
All right.
It's going to be a Diecast Plus t-shirt. Bam, bam.
Double bam bam.
Alrighty, now we get to the featured race, the Cup Series race at Chicagoland. By the way, IndyCar race is at 6:30 p.m. on NBCSN. For Series race, that is a 3 o'clock race on NBCSN as well from Chicagoland. So you guys get your diecast ready. It's time for predictions. The real prediction.
I shall go into my magical. I shall go into my magical box of diecasts. So
Go into your magic diecast.
All right. So I think I might have mine picked out already. And if not, I've definitely got a couple backups. Quite a few backups, too.
You're the one picking first, so you don't need your backups.
All right. So the driver that I think is going to win, if you think back to 2001, back when he was in the Xfinity Series, he got lucky and won the race. So my money is on Jimmy Johnson.
I like that pick. I like that.
That's a good pick, to be honest. I like it. I like it, too.
That's a good pick. But you know what? It's not the best pick. You know why? This guy has dominated all season long. He has been the fastest car. He is the champ. He is the points leader.
Hey, crowd, come over here. We need to cue the booze.
Boo!
His spotter may be annoying, but you know what? We love the nickname we gave him. MTJ. Will win Chicagoland. MTJ. Did I steal your pick, Marty?
No, you did not.
Okay. Well, I think Truex
Because
won't on a lap this time, so I'm also predicting that.
Alrighty, so I believe. So I'm going to talk about Kyle Larson here. This guy, so Kyle Larson, when he was a rookie, amazing performance at Chicagoland. He finished in the top 5, was battling for the win, and he even got a congratulations from Jeff Gordon and gave him advice on how to run the high line better at the tracks, because we know he's the high line king. However, though, we were at Chicagoland last season. Jimmy Johnson had a chance to win the race, but then he got his speeding penalty. And then there was someone else who had who contended for the win.
There's no bleeping way.
The other guy that was battling for the win, Chase Elliott. He was a few laps away from winning that race. Didn't get it because he got screwed again over a stupid caution. Boys, guess what?
Chase Elliott?
Victory of 2017. We're going to go with an underdog. Chase Elliott will punch his ticket to round number 2. And we're actually going to go throwback style. Why not? From last year. Chase Elliott.
All right.
Marty's about to lose the points lead, guys.
Oh, wait. Hey, Marty, did you show Michael the meme?
Not yet. He has not seen it yet. You might have to send it to him.
Well,
you can just pick chat, Marty.
All right, I just gotta find my phone for a moment.
Where's my phone?
Alrighty, Michael. It's about to come to you. Let me.
I hope it's not another meme about me.
It's not. Don't worry.
Nope.
Hey, who's winning with the Texans and the Bengals?
No score. Done it. Or is it? You even spelled the last name wrong. Come on, Elijah. What the heck?
I'm more mad about that than I am the meme.
Already.
I'm going to change one of these memes. Ground.
All right, so that's going to do it for our episode of Motorsports 360, brought to you by NASCAR Heat 2, Credit One Bank, and Dodge.
NASCAR Heat 2 video game, actually. What? I don't know why Rick Allen says that.
Oh, yeah, speaking of which, before we go, it's time for stuff that Rick Allen says. Mr. Kelly, take it away.
And Mr. Kelly has nothing for this week. because I've lost all my information.
That's a big problem. That's a big problem, Michael. You're fired.
I apologize because I lost all my information. I don't know what I did with it.
What about, let's see, where else were we at? Yeah, that was just that. Great.
Wait a minute. I think I might. Wait a minute. Everyone hold your horses.
Wait, we could do stuff that. Wait a second. We could do stuff that Marty says from the final race of the Animal Festival Friendly Summer Series at Homestead.
Wait a minute. I have it right here. Rick Allen said, "It's a full moon, and that's the reason for the ambulance stopping in front of pit road." Mr. Rick Allen, that is not the reason for the ambulance stopping in front of pit road. I can guarantee you that. Oh, and then
all right. Stuff that Marty says.
What?
Don't forget stuff that Marty says from Homestead.
I don't know.
Oh, he blows up with 3. Oh no! He's 3 laps away from the championship, and he blows up.
I stopped watching because, sadness. They were talking about Jeff Gordon on Chase Elliott's pit box, as well as William Byron, with William replacing Chase in the 24 and how Jeff chose the 24. And Rick Allen said, 4 wins, 92 deal. I'm pretty sure 92 championships is a pretty big deal. Because for one thing, he didn't win 92 championships. And one more thing, he said Larson is having a after he won the race. Don't
All right,
ask me.
do it. So now that officially does it. The next episode, I'm praying that it's this Tuesday. Most likely will. If not, we're going to go Thursday then.
No guarantees.
Yeah, we don't guarantee anything now. So, for Michael and Elijah, I am already saying so long and thanks for watching. Stay bye, everyone.
Pray for
Bye.
me. 3 fell.
1,
Was killed.
2, 3. Camaro.
In a Chevy.